Hello, and welcome to episode 90. Damn. Of Super Pros Bros.
Damn.
I'm player one, Ike, and with me, as always, is
Player 2, Eli, and Hombrolo. June, this podcast is on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spotify.
I did not mind Protein Shake. Are those the same places they could
Like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe?
it sure is.
Hot damn.
My God.
So, as we were noting, it's been a minute. What you been up to, my guy? It's been a minute for those people, but not as many minutes for us back here in the studio. As tell the good people where we were.
Honestly, so like the last time we recorded was like just before Ostrom, right?
Yes, sir. It was the day before we both traversed the great Pacific coastline.
Okay. So, we went to camp.
The Shram da As.
Ashram. I'd say we've gone kind of forever, like off and on since we were kids, basically.
I didn't realize how quickly we were going. I've been going since I think it was like 8 or 9, so you've been going since you were like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean, my running joke is that, like, there are people there who have known me longer than I've known me.
Yeah.
Just like, not really a joke.
Yeah, it's just
kind of a fact. But it was very nice, very tranquil. Got to see people that I haven't gotten to see in like a year. And nice to just kind of get a fair bit unplugged. And it's just like it really is fucking gorgeous to just be around the redwoods. Also, not having to like cook or do dishes for a full week. A solid.
Yeah. And the food mostly was like quite decent.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like for mass produced kind of cafeteria-esque food. Solid.
Yeah.
Not gonna fucking complain.
I think there was only 2 meals that I kind of tapped out early. I was like, yeah, I'm good. But 2 of 15? Something like that. Ballpark?
2 of like 14, I think.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, fuck, I'll take an 84% hit rate. Or 86% hit rate. So, and they and up top for the fucking lifeguards, they also just let me come in like to the pool and swim. They just let me like take the little lane divider out, or like between deep end and shallow. So cool. I was very sad I didn't bring my little like MP3 player that I can wear in a pool.
Wah, wah.
I know. I was like, I won't need that. Joke's on you. Yeah, I was like, it weighs 4 ounces. You should have just thrown it in the fucking bag. Anyways, get home.
Hold on. We have to, before we get to Shitsville.
Yeah.
We take a lovely drive to drop him off at the San Jose airport.
Jesus Christ.
To find that the San Jose airport has been built by the people that made Daytona Raceway, apparently. If y'all have never been...
It had so much lead up.
It's so, like, you should be able to go 100 on that thing. It's so long, so many long lanes. It's just NASCAR, the flightening. I don't know. Like,
it really is stupid. Like someone had a racetrack, and then the area behind it was just flattened. Like, we're going to build an airport here, and the racetrack was still perfectly intact. And so it's the lead up to the airport. It's so long that we were starting to wonder if we had like missed something.
Yeah.
We were legitimately wondering if we had like missed a turn or something. It's like, we haven't seen a sign saying Terminal B is this way.
Yeah.
No, we just didn't get a sign for like 2 miles.
At
like,
least.
Yeah, it's like, carry on forward. It's like, what the fuck? Anyways.
A missed a turn at Albuquerque.
It's so outrageous. Out fucking rageous. Get home and chill weekend to kind of just like get back into a rhythm. Okay, cool. Monday, get like Eli messages me, like, hey, do you want to hang out? And I was like, sure, I got nothing going on tonight. Well, he comes over and I knew something is not right. It's like you're not okay and I don't know why. That's not good. Well, I got broken up with. Not something he like wanted to do, but he had spread himself too thin. And when we started, like, because originally we started literally as fuck buddies because he wanted someone to top him because his other two partners are bottoms. God bless, but
because all of the gay community is bottoms.
It kind of.
Talking to gay friends of mine, there's an epidemic.
I'm very aware.
Just for the people at home, it's just very funny.
Yeah,
if everybody's worried about like, oh, a gay man's gonna try to fuck me. No, they're not. They're gonna get you to try to fuck them.
They are gonna try and liquor you up so you'll bone them. That's the more likely outcome.
Yeah, don't be worried about getting fucked. Be worried about waking up balls deep in a Boy Scout. That's
So that's how we started. Feelings developed, and he did kind of give a warning. He's like, I don't know, like, if I will be able to do this. And I said, hey, that's okay. And life has just gotten more and more stressful because like work has gotten rougher, and he's just dealing with like some financial bullshit and and just shit outside of his control. And so he's like, I can't keep burning myself out like this and just keep failing to feel like I'm showing up for anybody. It's like, that blows ass, but I do understand it. It just sucks that I'm the fucking casualty there. Like I'm the collateral.
Yeah. It's you wish that they had been an asshole so at least you could be angry, but instead you just have to be like, that's totally fair.
To be fair, I don't wish he was an asshole so I could just be angry at him because, like, kudos. I would just rather, like, I told that to Colton, and Colton's like, no, you don't. I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, because I thought about, like, some of my stuff regarding Artemis and the complicated emotions I have with that. I'm like, no, those are way messier and way fucking worse. That's totally fair. I'm glad I wasn't angry. Like, I'm glad it was literally just, like, understood.
Were you
the very respectable thing and told me?
If you're willing to talk about it, were you angry with Artemis?
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay. It didn't show as much to those that weren't.
It's less like I wasn't angry that she left. I was angry that I had to clean up her shit.
Yeah.
I was angry that we had she didn't deliver on some stuff we agreed to when we divorced. I was angry that she didn't keep up her end of the deal, wanting to like be in touch and be friends.
Although probably for the best.
In many ways for the better, but like
still,
it doesn't change that she was a big part of my life for 13 years and I don't talk to her anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have mixed feelings about Artemis. Yeah, I don't have mixed feelings about Eli.
No.
Like I have a sore spot and like I don't know the next time I'll see him in person.
Sure.
But like I still talk to him and it's still very amicable and like we've been able to be kind of open.
That's awesome.
Which is good. Yeah, it's great. I still get to keep my confidant. I just don't get. We're not gonna plow on the regular.
There's no snow on the streets, if you know what I mean.
Which I have given him shit. And I'm like,
my snowplow of Seattle is no longer.
Of Seattle is now out of business. Which I did tell him like, you're gonna have to find a new top, and he's like, I fucking know, it's terrible. Shut up. And I'm like, haha, take that.
They wish they were taking it.
So that blows ass. Leave. And so next week, fortunately, I had distractions lined up in that last week, like in a beautiful sequence. So I got to play a game of, I got to like play D&D with Colton and Co. Great. That helped. So it was like Wednesday night, Thursdays, whatever. Friday, I go up to Canada and I got to go to MSI. I got to go see the second semifinals, like the third place match at MSI. Holy shit. That was loud. Awesome. Our seats were kind of garbage because we didn't have like a good angle on any of the displays.
Mm-hmm.
But still just because it was T1 playing, and everyone is a Faker fan,
as they should be,
justifiably so. But it means that T1 is always the home crowd. Dude, when they were winning a team fight, holy fuck, the room got so loud. It was nuts. It was awesome. And so it was really cool to experience and just feel like the energy of the place. I bought some wildly overpriced plushies. They now adorn my desk. I got a little Baron Nashor and this fat as fuck Renekton. I love him. So they have joined Scuttle Crab. And so we were supposed to go Saturday, but we had to buy tickets through a scalper because literally all of the tickets were sold in 2 minutes.
God damn.
Yeah, it's outrageous. And our scalper tickets fell through, and Hybris was never notified about it.
Balls.
So we're just like, God damn it. So we went to like a little festival for like a kind of little like craft beer festival.
Nice.
Beer and wings thing that was happening like at the same convention center. The hope was we were going to roll from that into MSI, and then we didn't have tickets. So got that. So we did that, and we hung out till like 3, drove back to his place. We ordered Korean fried chicken and had a bunch of alcohol and watched finals in his basement.
Hold on, you got KFC?
Yes, we got a really fancy KFC. Korean fried chicken. I say Korean or I say Kentucky?
You said Korean, but okay. I just realized in the moment it's the same.
KFC. Yeah, it's the same acronym.
It's still finger licking good.
Still delicious. Great. Go home Sunday. And the last week has been normalcy for the most part, which is better. And getting back into a good rhythm of like working out regularly again and not fucking cripplingly sad like I was last week. Great. Yeah. Did have, I think, the hardest I've laughed in like a year. Last Thursday, playing D&D. So Hop is our paladin Goldie, and he is, for some reason, he took it upon himself. Goldie has an Irish accent. And so while we're playing, Hop is just always speaking with an Irish accent. Like once he turns it off and gets ramped up, he can't turn it off for a bit. It's really funny. And so the campaign is kind of Monster Hunter themed. And so we're just taking like contracts to go deal with monsters, basically. And so someone like, there's a troll under the bridge. And we deduce that it's not a troll, it's a dire troll, which is basically a number of trolls that have like melded together. And so I'm like, we shouldn't fight this, we'll die. And our DM has us do like a luck check because the troll wandered out, saw us talking to the guards, and just yeeted a boulder at us. Like the fucking Beast Titan in Attack on Titan. Most of us passed the luck check. Nicole didn't. Nicole almost got one shot.
Jeez.
So there was a dex save of 17. She hits the dex save. Because of it, she only takes 26 damage. She would have taken 52. That legitimately would have just one-shot her. It would have taken her head clean off her body. Because like if you take, in D&D, if you take 100% of your health as one hit, like one big instance damage, dead. Gone instantly. No death saves. No nothing. You just die. That would have been over 100% of her health. She would have exploded. So we see this, and Goldie's like, fuck that. Let's fucking go. And so we go to get on a boat to leave to go do the other contract we took. And someone walks by, this weird cloaked person, and is like, I'm going to go whip the guard into shape. And so we're curious, and he's like, no, fuck that shit. Get on the fucking boat. So he leaves. So Sean has to go take a piss, and we muse whether or not to follow this person. He goes like, all right, what's going on? We're like, well, we're debating. Like, no, fuck that. Get on the fucking boat. And he's just getting more and more incensed and more Irish. I was fucking crying, laughing. My sides hurt so much. He just kept yelling, get on the fucking boat. It was fucking incredible.
It was awesome.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I can't, like, if I'm laughing this hard, my vote is now to get on the boat. I've been swayed. So yeah, and then Friday happened, and here we are. My weekend has been mostly just playing Path of Exile. And,
Friday happened, huh? What,
so somebody I've talked to since, like, March-ish? February or March. We met up yesterday, so on Saturday. We, like, she got, like, basically afternoon coffee, because when they got here, at Top Pots Donuts, pretty solid place. I do love a good old-fashioned. Like, old-fashioned donuts are one of those things, like, I remember thinking they were weird as a kid, and, like, the older I've gotten, I'm like, nah, these just fucking slap.
Okay, so I always get, what's the difference between old-fashioned and cake?
Old-fashioned is, like, I think it's with sourdough mix.
Oh, I need to look up the difference, because I can't.
Old-fashioned that is my
cake donuts.
That is as I know it.
Cake donuts are light and tender. Baking powder, well, dense and crumblier. Need a visual. I can't.
Anyways, so while he goes through this existential crisis, so met them when they wanted to meet my cats in Chinchilla. Fooled around for a bit, had dinner, went home. All well and good. Fun afternoon. Nothing crazy to report on that front.
I was gonna say we planned this podcast at a much later time on the presumption or availability of.
Yeah, there was a chance they were like they might stay, because it's like a 2-hour drive for them.
Yeah,
and they.
Well,
they
I just saw you
like
I saw you online like early that evening. I was like, yo, like how hard did this crash out?
No, I was on like 8. They just like left after dinner.
Yeah.
So like we went out, grabbed a sushi at the place that's near my apartment, and then talked for a bit, and they went home. Sweet. Which, like, wow, your home life sounds terrible. They talked about like someone they live with, and I'm like, this person sounds like an unstable fucking mess. There are times I absolutely love living alone. Okay.
Yep.
So, and here we are. What's been going on with you?
So the only add I have to the Ostrom week is the fact that it is wild how different it is driving on different highways. It was a lateral move from going over from the 5 to the 101, or I think the 101 and the 1 are the same at certain places, and going from the 5 over to the 101, which led up to Santa Cruz. The difference in doing that laterally within like less than an hour was 30 degrees Fahrenheit. It was 90 to 60 by just going from the valley to the coast. Just fucking wild. So anytime somebody's
good old ocean breeze.
Yeah, so anytime somebody's like, you don't get what you pay for living on the coastal California or coastal Pacific. Yes, you fucking do. So that. After I dropped Eli off at Daytona Airport, I went over to a friend's place in Oakland. I was wondering how long that would take you to hit. Went over to my friend's place for their birthday on July 4th, which is kind of wild.
That is a drunk event.
Not as drunk as you think. They mostly kind of, half of them are lawyers and half of them are very health conscious, like Bay Area girls. So it was it was a fun time. But the fun question of the evening was, what dog would you be? And I'm curious what dog you would think I would be. I know what my answer is. I said it pretty off the cuff and defended it in a room full of lawyers, so I stand by it. But what do you... This is less physical, but more like,
husky.
I went corgi.
Okay.
I'm louder than I ought to be. Not as big as my voice and my aggression seems like. I am relatively cute.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think you would be as a dog? I don't have one for you, so I'd be spitballing. Yeah.
You 1,000% know what I'm going to answer.
I would say German Shepherd is what
you're going to answer.
Okay. I don't know how much of that is like, that's my favorite dog versus that's who I see myself as.
No, I mean, emotionally. That is definitely like, I play
Strong,
guard well.
protector, lover, very gentle. Yeah, I see.
Like gentle till I need to be.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking loyal to who I deem as my person.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. It's not just profound affinity from childhood. That does play in, but
yeah. So had that lovely evening, went out and played to like magic events while I was up in the Bay and saw some old people and some old haunts. The first one, both of them I did terrible at. My friend won the first one, which was wild to watch because in the finals, in the last game, his opponent is just like, he looks like he's fucked from like turn 2. And his opponent just played so bad that he just won anyway. Literally just like, at any point, your opponent could have pulled their head out of their ass and you were probably screwed. Instead, they just kept being stupid. It's like, wow. It's like, Jesus, man. Like, all right. We take those. Magic's a skill game, and it's hard, but holy shit, this guy made it look real easy to win. The first one was at a place that I've been going to for years. It's in Vacaville. My friend owns the shop. His name's Edward, or we call him EJ. It's Edward James, I think. Holy fuck. It has been really cool it was really cool to see him. He used to be, so the shop used to be an old shitty place that like the ceiling was too high and the floor space was too small, and they have kind of inverted that. Now instead of being a 33% owner, I think he is like 100% owner of the like I think he bought the other guys out. He used to be, I'm guessing, about 400 pounds. He's now 250. Probably maybe I don't think he's 200. He's probably like 250 or something like that. He has dropped a fuck ton. That's and not like surgery, like just salads, bitch, and just fucking just greened it out. And it's like, good for fucking you, dude. I'm so, because it was one of those people you're like, I don't want to be a dick, but also, can I talk to you? Like, you know, like, can we have a heart to heart about like your fucking health, bro? Like, I don't want to like be the guy and kill the mood, but also like, you're 2 of me, and I'm not small. Like, yeah. And it's like so fucking awesome to see him. He's got a dog, walks around a lot, you know, eats way more salads than I do at this point. So it's like, hell yeah. So that was an awesome day. Got to go to one of my favorite sandwich places near there and get this. It's like, what is it? It's like, I want to say it's like turkey, cranberry sauce, cream cheese, and like sprouts and a bunch of other stuff. You would hate it. I fucking love it. And it's just like so dope. Got to run that back. The next day, we go to a closer RCQ, end up losing it. We find out it was a $40 entry. So, okay, the first day, it's like $40 entry. I top 16, and I get $50 in store credit. The next day, there's 28 people, 40 players, or $40 entry. So that's $112 in store, or sorry, $1,000, like $1,112 or something like that. Ballpark is the prize pool. That's the money put in. The money that they were paying out, they did the math, and the top 8 was like, prize only went to top 8, and it was like $300 something in store credit. So they were just like eating like $700-800 out of the prize pool. They're like, nom 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 nom. And they were informed. One, the tournament starts off, and like it became like a Fight Club speech. The judges running the events like, don't talk about the prize pool. If you're sitting with your opponent, don't talk about how much you want to win this tournament. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? He goes, before you leave this event, you have to spend your store credit. Not we recommend it. Not it'll like it be used for entry. You have to use your store credit before you leave. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, if you're going to do that, just hand people packs and tell them to fuck off. Like, what is this fucking hodgepodgey bullshit? If you top 8'd and lost, you lost money on the day. It was horrible. And the judge that's saying all this is just looking like the real life version equivalent of comic book guy from Simpsons and about as useful. I'm literally playing a match that's going to time. he's sitting there watching it, and this kid, who I don't blame him, but he's like 15 or whatever, walks over, looks at the game, and makes a comment that does change the board state, which you cannot do for those of you that don't play. And the judge says, fuck all. And I'm just like, what are you doing here? Why are you getting paid for this? Clearly getting paid a lot of money for this event when you're doing jack and shit. Also, the tables didn't have table numbers, and they weren't in rows of 5. They were in rows of 6, which was really fucking weird to count where you were supposed to sit. It's like, I'm at table 9. It's like, all right, so that's 6. This is 7. That's 8. Are in the middle of this? What the fuck? It was such. I have never been happier not prizing an event, because I would have been angrier prizing, given how little the payout was.
It's nuts.
That evening, however, got rectified in that both of me and my friend, there was an online event that we won like $400 in product that I need to figure out how to get shipped to me. So, yippee! And then we went out to, I think, top 5 food places in the world in soul food in San Rafael, and hasn't missed a step. Fucking L. So good. Got my favorite sandwich that I've had probably 2 to 3 dozen times. Still hits the same, baby. Got to go up to Santa Rosa, see some homies. This is wild. Okay, so went up to Santa Rosa because I was in Oakland. It's going to go up, see a couple homies, go to Amy's, which I don't think I ever took you to Amy's, but it's like the best vegetarian restaurant. It's a vegetarian fast food restaurant in NorCal, which is fucking it. And it's oddly great. I rate it as like top 5 burgers I've ever had at a restaurant, and it's not meat. And it's not trying to be a meat substitute either. It's just like a veggie burger, but it's fucking good. So go there, have that, meet my friend Era for coffee at the gayest coffee and brew pub. It's fucking awesome. It's just gay as hell, and I loved it. It's like this place rocks. It's dope. Love you, NorCal. Just like pride flag outside. It seeps gay, and I'm there for every drop of it. Is fucking rad. Go there. Go over to an awesome brewery in Russian River in Santa Rosa. Sit down. And I'm like, I have beer friends. This is a great and like world-renowned brewery.
Sure.
Like literally twice a year, they come out with this thing called Pliny the Younger. You cannot order it anywhere. You have to go there to get it. They have a finite amount that each person's allowed to buy, and it's there for a week, twice a year. The line goes for blocks. And for like the whole, from open to close, there is a line that is going blocks. It's just like, that's the only way to get it. It's fucking awesome. I go in there. All right, do you guys have anything special that people can't order? And I'm talking to the bartender. There is a seat next to me, and somebody comes down and sits down. I'm like, all right, I don't know why, like it's 10 a.m. This place is like writhing with seats. Like fucking pick somewhere else, but okay, whatever, dude.
Sure.
And I notice them, but I don't look at them. And I'm talking to the bartender, and then the person quips and yes ands something the bartender says. And I look over with this, like, I try to kind of give this look of thanks, but no thanks. That kind of like a little bit of a derisive look. I look over, and then I look back and talk to the bartender for a second. And then, I don't know if you've ever had this feeling of, I saw something. What did I just see? Something is, take a second look. Something's different than what you think.
Yeah.
I look over, fucking Anton Sonokas.
Why do I know that name?
Cute gay kid from Santa Rosa played Magic.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a mullet now. And works at that brewery and was scheduled to work that day. It was like, holy fucking insane. I was like, how's it going, dude? And we just like chatted for 30 minutes until I got a customer sat in his section. It's just like, holy fucking shit. Sadly, one of the other people who's going to go nameless was roommates with them. I was like, kind of keeping up like, hey, how's everybody doing? Some people that have moved back. Somebody that wanted to be a cop is no longer wanting to be a cop and now weighs 200 pounds more.
Whoa.
and was their roommate. And this is the part that they're like, yeah, the deal breaker wasn't him shitting on the couch constantly because he was too big and fat. The reason we're no longer roommates is because one day I went to leave and we were like gaming and he stood in the doorway and wouldn't let me. I was like, all right, one, them shitting on the couch should be a reason that you get a new roommate. And two, I'm so glad that that story ended with they let you go to work and that you don't live with them anymore. Holy fucking shit, that's terrifying. Because Anton's $170 on the best day, and that person got up to like 600 pounds. And I hope they get the help they need because fuck me, that's bad.
Yeah, it's yikes.
Yeah, with a capital Y. So from there, this is the funniest thing. There is a new Mountain Dew on the market, and it's only available at Walmart. And the easiest Walmart to get to is actually, given where I was headed, was in Roanoke Park. So I got to stop by and get the last case on the shelf of this new Mountain Dew. It's pretty good. In fact, I think I'm going to go get one before we start our main segment. And from there, I drove all the way down. So I took the one down the coast and got to drive like basically, I have now driven the whole entire PC8 stretch from San Francisco all the way down to LA, which is kind of fucking awesome. Drove down to Hearst Castle. And along the way, I've only had this happen once before in my life. Actually, it was in Santa Rosa, which is kind of wild. Mm-hmm. So ages ago in Santa Rosa, I'm walking down the street, and this, for no other term that fits it best, boss-ass bitch of a woman. Like, business suit, sure, looking hot, but looking profesh. Mm-hmm. Beautiful red lipstick, gorgeous long red hair, walked by. I did not choose to say this. The words came out of me. Mm-hmm. I just, under my breath, thank God for her, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe it would have been better if she heard it. I just said, mommy. Just fucking, no intent. Just like, words were like, just like came out of me. I was like, yo. I was like, what the fuck? So on this
new kink unlocked, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, this is ages ago. I'm driving back on the PCH. I stop in Salinas to get gas, which oddly enough, the worst time I had driving this whole entire trip was from San Jose to Salinas, where nobody fucking lives, by the way. And it was crazy slow with no accidents. There was literally 4 slow to a stop with no accidents, no road work. It pickled my brain and I'm still angry about it. I hate that shit. Get to Salinas. I'm filling up my car. Also, I'm so lucky. The whole entire way, I never spent $4 a gallon. It was always under $4. I don't know how the fuck I did it in coastal California, but I did it every single fill up. I have the receipts. $3.80 was the lowest. $3.96 was the highest. Fucking crazy. Stop to get gas. This gorgeous black woman in like a jumpsuit gets out of her car. And I, again, didn't mean to say it. I think she heard me, hopefully for her benefit and not for her detriment. I apologize if somehow this makes it back to you, random lady who I don't know. The words, holy fuck, came out of my mouth, thick as hell. I just saw her get out of the car and I went, holy fuck. And I was like, whoa, you can't be saying that shit out loud at a gas station at 3 in the afternoon.
No, you cannot.
But again, I did not be like, you know what? Fuck it. People need to hear it. There was no time where I thought it. It was just words escaped my face. It's happened twice in my life. It was so weird. I was like, I feel bad, but also not wrong.
This is an honest as fuck opinion, I guess.
Yeah. Made it down to the Hearst Castle. Fun facts about the Hearst Castle. There is a number 25 that rings out 3 different times during the fantastic tour, which I got to have with a guy that I presume works in tech from China, his Chinese mom, and the the very kind of initially bored but then appreciative tour guide who tried to pawn us off on a different group. It was like 3 people and she's used to doing it for like 40. And so we're just like, yeah, we'll just do it with us. And it went really well. I didn't realize this. They consider the whole entire area a museum. I got off the bus and just like spit because I overproduce like fucking saliva, and so I just like spit, and she's like, "You just spit in a museum?" And I was like, "Well, check that off the bucket list, I guess." didn't know the parking lot counted as a museum, but they count the whole entire thing as like part of the property. So 3 number 25s that ring out. One, at its height, Hearst Castle Estate was 225 plus 4 zeros acres, 250,000 acres.
Goddamn.
Fucking crazy. Like, she literally, we're standing at the highest point of the castle, points, and she goes, "Do you see that hilltop? Not the one close, not the one after it, the one in the very back. That's where the property used to end." I was like, what the fuck? You're looking up how many square miles?
One square mile is 640 acres. 250,000 acres is 390.625 square miles.
That feels like it's the size of Rhode Island. Don't know if that's actually true, but that feels like it. The other fun 25s were, at one point, William Randolph Hearst owned
a third the size of Rhode Island.
Just a third the size of Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is 1,034 square miles.
Yeah, damn. He owned a third of Rhode Island in coastal California, which I would argue is better. At one point, he owned 25% of the written and audio published media in the world, like the publications. 25% of those were his. And at one point, he owned 25% of the rare artworks and like museum-esque exhibit itemy stuff in the world. The rare ones, not the like whatever, the rare ones. So, for instance, he's got 4 tapestries of like 10 in the world. The only other place that those are shown are in the Louvre, and they show all 10, except theirs are replicas that they've made of the ones that he owns. Take that, the Louvre, like one of the most like grandiose places, has mimics of the ones that this motherfucker rocked up with in the 20s that are from like the 1500s. It's like, also, and if you ever want to feel bad about, man, I'm not doing so good, like, this helps me because I had to ask for a load from our folks. This is after this, at one point in the 30s. So in the 20s, he owns all that shit. In the 30s, he had to ask a friend for a loan. That motherfucker went through a rough time and had to ask for money. I know, not that I got to make a habit of it or anything like that, but if he had to ask for money, I don't feel bad ever asking somebody to spot me.
Yeah.
Then from there, got to cruise down the 1, which, holy shit, when there is not traffic, and there are certain parts of it where there kind of just aren't, cruising down the 1 is a blast. You're just seeing the beautiful Pacific Ocean, getting those kind of like Formula 1 slight turns, and just going 65. Oh, just so satisfying. If you love driving the car and looking at nature, it's the place to do it. Got back, did some work. I finally, as of like today or last night, got glasses that fit I needed to get new glasses, once every other year or whatever like that. I have gone through effectively like 7 glasses that just didn't fit my face. And they're just like, I was talking to our mom the other day, and she's like, she knew this, and it was really nice to hear somebody else know this about me. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm not going crazy. She's like, yeah, you've always been really tactilely sensitive, honey. I was like, I totally have been. She goes, yeah, it just takes you some time. It's all good. I was like, oh, thank God. I'm not going fucking crazy. So finally I have a pair of glasses that work. Hopefully I've got a shoebox. I've got a huge package of shoe boxes that I'm going to try on after this. Hopefully those also work. And I have found the funniest thing that I have not really gotten to experience. I was out at some card shop up in Glendale until like fucking 10:30 p.m. I'm driving back down, is it the 10? Which normally is relatively congested. 10:30 at night on a Tuesday, not so much. So I'm flying. I'm not like going over the speed, or I'm going like 5 miles over, which is actually low. Most people go 10 over in California, especially LA. And I was running into like traffic slowing down. But there were spots, and I was going through it, and I realized these motherfuckers aren't used to there not being traffic. So they were playing as if there was traffic when there wasn't, because they are so conditioned to that highway being shit that they were all going like 50 at tops in a 65. And I'm just like zigzagging around them, which they're usually doing to me, but they were just so used to that.
It's crazy.
It was so funny. I was like, wow, you guys have been pistol whipped by you've been abused by this highway for so long that you don't know how to act any differently.
The spirit is broken. They are a shell.
All right. Well, after that long diatribe, thank you for catching up with us. What are we talking about today, Broskinkowski?
We thought it would be funny to think about people dying.
Death. It's hilarious.
Oftentimes it can be very, very tragic. We have talked about horribly sad things and beautifully depressing things before. But what about the deaths that are just kind of funny? That you can't help but not go, and seeing them just get absolutely flattened.
In literally the case of my first pick on this is going to be the opening scene from Deadpool, where a guy gets like flung into splatter on a highway like road sign, where just boom, it just becomes a pancake, only to then later slide off and splat. Which also, that whole entire opener is just a banger. Slight pun intended. But
such rich Corinthian leather.
By the way, fun fact, that scene is why we have that movie.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so for those of you that at home who don't know, the movie was in the process of getting made and then kind of was being quickly eased into production hell and was like basically in the process of getting canceled. They had loosely shot and I think they 3D animated portions of it as like a mock-up of what the intro would look like. It was basically done. It was in post-production. They get the word, hey, this is not going to happen. And somebody, Ryan Reynolds, leaked it onto the internet. And the community went batshit.
Bananas.
And the production company was like, yeah, all right. And made buckets. I think it's
Have you seen this man?
Have you seen this man? I usually don't say this. Don't swallow. All right, what's your next? All
right,
pick?
So it's not technically death. He actually survives, but he's so made
close enough.
Yeah. In Breaking Bad, the absolute trog of a boss, of the wife's boss, who is just so hell-bent on maintaining appearances that he can't take the handout she's given him by basically doing tax evasion and cooking the books and getting him off with it. And he just can't help himself. And so he's being watched by two goons, Bill Burr and I forget the other comedian. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Huel.
Yeah, Huel Babineau is the character's name, but yeah.
He tries to run. He tries to run for it and just slips on the carpet and smashes his head into the wall and paralyzes himself.
The other guy's name is Lavelle Crawford. Yeah, just fucking makes a run for it, catches the carpet wrong, and just the best and worst part is the leg shake, the little leg shake just in the corner of the screen. It's it's comic and it's creepy, funny.
It's just so abrupt. It's oh my god.
Yeah, it goes from couch to Vegetable.
Yeah.
Couch from couch potato to actual potato.
Couch to cripple real quick.
Speaking of jogging one's memory, my next entry is going to be Princess Bride, which I love the lidocaine scene, don't get me wrong.
It's iocane.
Oh, right. Iocane powder.
Lidocaine is like you want to numb something.
There's a Freudian slip. So iocane powder is I love the presumed death of the of the albino, where Fezzik jogs his memory into non-existence. I'm sorry, I jogged it too hard. More Arnold, but whatever.
It's more Arnold than anything. But...
yeah, more Arnold than Andre.
Yeah,
like those. What do you got next?
I love Konosuba, and the way it starts, it falls into the traditional, like, somebody dies and goes to another world. But the person dying is Kazuma. Kazuma has been on a, 6-day bender of playing video games and not sleeping. Until he finally goes outside, and he thinks he's seeing a woman about to get hit by a car. So he heroically sprints in and pushes her out of the way. And, collapses and dies on the road. He basically just, his heart gives out because he's been living on caffeine. And, he can't take the adrenaline rush, essentially. Comes to find out, the woman was in no peril whatsoever. He basically hallucinated it. The truck was a block and a half away and had a turn indicator on. It was never going to hit her. And so the person who is basically giving the report on his death is laughing at him for being such a bitch.
Oh, that's awesome.
What's next?
I was trying to cop off, speaking of bitches. I just love this one. No bitch to beside is the beginning of the other guys. You have the two awesome cops played by Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock, which fantastic duo. I'd love to see them do a movie together. But they're playing these badass cops that everybody looks up to, and they get in this weird chase circumstance where they end up on a rooftop, and the villains, I think, zip line down, but cut the zip line or something.
Yeah.
And so they looked out at the stories below.
It's like a 10-story building.
It's absurdly high. And they're like, you think what I'm thinking, partner? Yeah, aim for the bushes. And they jump off a 10-story building, aiming for some chrysanthemums or some shit, and just, die. Because it's just...
It's a 10-story fall still.
The best part is the way they shoot it is they jump off and it's, there goes my hero.
Watch him as he goes.
Slow-mo, and then they do the really good job at matching parallax between the fall and distance, and then swiveling the camera to juxtapose the demise.
Just splatter. Speaking of totally avoidable deaths, there's an episode of Futurama with the sleaziest bastard from the 80s who ends up doing a corporate takeover because he is so obsessed with being a Reaganomic, but he froze himself because he had bonitis. He forgets the entire reason that he unfreezes to be an absolute scummy businessman. So as he's going to sell off Planet Express, his whole body just seizes and starts snapping. It's kind of frightening. He's just he just contorts in these bizarre shapes. Oh God, my bonitis. My only regret is that I have bonitis. It is so ridiculous and over the top. It's just it's rapid tetanus. He just kind of breaks in half.
Rapid tetanus. I'm trying to think which one of these is avoidable. Sure, this one was avoidable. So in the opening, to Zoolander, at one point to cheer up Ben Stiller's character, his model buddies have a gasoline fight, as one does.
Yeah, you spray down your homies with gasoline.
Only for then one of these beautiful
morons,
beautiful bums, to light up a cigarette and cause them all to explode.
It's so stupid.
I want to meet the person who wrote up that idea because it's so genius.
So, other things you continue this theme. You could avoid this. The start of Zombieland Saga is the funniest shit. And it is what originated the meme of Truck-Coon. So
I hope so, but I would imagine an anime did that, but maybe not.
It is an anime. Zombieland Saga is an anime.
Oh,
not Zombieland. That's later. Spoilers.
I was saying, wow, you have Zombieland on here too. That's wild.
Yeah. But the start of Zombieland Saga follows the high school girl Sakura's getting ready to take on the day. She's got this positive outlook. And she just runs out into the road, going to BAM! She just gets railed by a truck. Just unannounced. And the way it's shot is you see her go out her home to the little wall, goes through a gate.
She's super excited, having the best day of her life.
Basically from off screen, just BAM! It just rails her. And dead. The best part is that it actually happens again later in the show when she is a zombie too. Then we get a 1-for-1 recapture of this. Because she does not know how to look both ways before going across a fucking street.
Oh. We'll go with this one. Next up in fucking Holy Stupid Land. Tucker and Dale is an awesome comedy horror of the kind of flipping a script on its head. What if the besot teens were actually
what if the horror hallmarks weren't evil?
Yeah. What if it was just adolescent idiocy? So in this, at one point, Tuck and Dale are just out doing their biz, being hillbilly fucks, living their best life, being adorable. And this kid comes with a penknife, tries to attack one of them who's just loading a wood chipper and just overshoots it in his emphaticism and just ends up head over heels in a wood chipper to the poor Alan Tudyk, who's just just trying to pull out the legs from a wood chipper.
They just keep killing themselves.
So good.
The movie really is a fucking gem. All right. Speaking of there's too many creative ways to kill people. There has to be. I can't hit on every iteration of Kenny dying because we'd be here for 4 hours. But God, there's a lot of just dumb ways and great ways that Kenny dies. Like the fact that he canonically shits himself to death once, that he dies stuffed inside the bus driver's vagina on a dare. He's eaten by piranhas. He's shot out of a missile. It's pretty much every way to die they have made Kenny die. It's just the OGest of death.
I just love the fact that the fact that he gets the thing that makes it even funnier to me is the fact that he gets reincarnated every time he dies. So his mom has to constantly keep giving birth. Again. And then he just rapidly grows to his age and then goes to school the next day.
Yeah, they just tuck him in his hoodie.
Speaking of stupid deaths, Meet Joe Black is a 90s movie to its core. It's not particularly great. However, you do get the awesome scene, especially if you were kind of annoyed at the beauty, charm, and just talent that Brad Pitt is, of watching him as some poor, cute schmuck from some business organization just eat shit in a fucking crosswalk. He goes and crosses the street. I can't remember if the signal is like green or red. It doesn't matter. He just gets like pinballed between like 3 different vehicles. And he's looking back at this cute girl and he's like, oh, bye. Maybe you'll go on a date sometime. Boom, 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 boom. And then just ragdoll 3D physics of the 90s add to the emphasis of absurdity. That will definitely, most of these are probably going to be put in the description. That one definitely needs to be put in the description. So check down below and watch to your heart's content.
I for the accidental comedy, and for the meme that it blew up to online, there was an episode, there's like a little string of CSI where Justin Bieber was like a bomber
at the
like
height
set a
of
number
Bieberdom.
of explosives.
Yeah.
It was like when he just
Which also, kudos. I want to take a minute. Justin Bieber went and was a villain at the height of his popularity. He could have been like, I'm going to be the hero or the victim. He went and did a villain role. Kudos, Justin Bieber. Respect.
I mean, also didn't deserve his bad rap as a god. Shit was weird. Anyways. Yeah. But it does end with him just getting shot like 35 times.
So many times.
So many bullets. It's so absurd.
It's a lot.
It's just the constant like shoulders jiggling back and forth. It's just getting riddled. And the best part is that people made like super cuts of it. So they just cut in like from the Matrix, which is like Neo blasting Rambo.
Just a bunch of people
amazing.
shooting. Yeah, and just getting rinsed.
Yeah, and just it's hard to not laugh at it watching. It's so over the top.
So one of the ones that is the least over the top but has my favorite backstory as well is Indiana Jones. So is it the first one? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, it's the first Indiana Jones. Like Lost
Crusade.
Last Crusade. No.
Or
yeah. The other one.
Holy Grail.
No, that's the Last Crusade is the Holy Grail, right? This is the one that's like the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. What is it?
That one. So it says
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Jesus.
Thank you. This is a team effort. So in Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones.
I am embarrassed.
Can we just get that as a standalone clip, please, Richard? My brother just saying, I am embarrassed. So Indiana Jones comes out in this street. He's chasing after his girl of the movie, and this guy stands in the middle of the street with a scimitar. So the movie is reportedly supposed to have gone, he gets a sword and they have a sword fight. Now, I've heard that the whole entire crew had gotten food poisoning and has been shitting themselves stupid in this 100-degree, heat. And so that instead of doing that, Harrison Ford pulls out his prop gun and just shoots him. And the, sword fighting guy plays along and just acts dead. And they move on. It's one of the best scenes of all time. Of this guy. Wah! Bang! Oh.
I'd say, as I understand it, like, he was supposed to have a sword on the other leg and he grabbed the gun and rolled with it.
Oh, interesting. Either way, I love the fact that it played out, and it's just so much better than epic sword fight is.
Yeah.
It plays into so many of Harrison Ford's characters of like, I'm going to do the obvious thing. I'm not going to be the good guy about this. I'll be the, I've got enough heartthrob going for me. I can get away with a little bit of,
Yeah. Speaking of abrupt and stupid, World War Z wasn't really the best movie. It had its moments. The trailer spoiled a lot of it, which was stupid. But God, the start of it has one of the dumbest, funniest deaths. Where they go out to like South Korea because they're supposedly like people who are alive.
They have like caught a zombie, I think is what it is. I think they have like one detained, like in a cell for them to study.
Okay. I think you're right. It's been a while. They leave and someone literally briefs this moron about like, don't put your hand on the trigger lest you're gonna shoot. And a couple zombies sprinted the plane and he panics and like runs and slips. It just blows his brain out because his dumbass put his finger on the trigger.
No, there's no zombies.
There is.
No, this is him getting off the plane.
No, it's him running back onto the plane.
That was really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was him like getting off the plane and he just died.
No, he just like, he panics and dies. He's just like, oh my God, bow. Like the first sign of trouble, this dipshit like falls over and shoots himself. Just like, Jesus, come on down. It does just have Brad Pitt looking at it with this expression of like, you gotta be fucking joking.
Oh, this one is one of my silliest favorites. Speaking of, end of the world chicanery,
sure.
In Doctor Strangelove, or how I
learned to love the bomb,
or how I lived to love. There's a little preamble for that, but yeah, that awesome, fantastic film. The ending of the film is, I can't remember the name of I think it's the same guy that plays the sheriff in Blazing Saddles. They're trying to drop a nuke, and they can't get it to leave the bomb bay. So he goes down and kicks it, tries to like get it loose, but ends up getting it loose while being on top of it. So the final shot that so many people have seen is him riding the nuke down like it's a fucking bull, and just with his cowboy hat off, going yeah, which will never not be funny.
I did not have context for that. Tremendous.
That's a banger.
Speaking of explosive, so was the start of Tropic Thunder when trying to get the actors to like gel and have chemistry together. So by the director taking them out into like the jungle to make them survive together, gives Priam and just steps on a mine. I don't know. There's just something about how abrupt and jarring it is. It's like, oh, because they assume it's some kind of gag. Like they think he's in the tree line. And I'm like, Stiller's like drinking his blood.
Yeah,
just think it's a prop.
Yeah. Just picks up the head and starts.
Yeah, it's just they don't know for so long that he's not dead. Like they think for so long he is actually alive. I don't know. It's just so like the surprise of it just makes me chuckle. Just gone.
So the one that arguably started this list is from none other than the GOAT Quentin Tarantino in Django Unchained, where at the tail end of the movie, Jamie Foxx is going off, making those that should pay, and in which he asks one of the Black House servants to tell Miss Laura goodbye, who then turns around and just confused, he goes, "Bye, Miss Laura." And Django shoots her straight on, and then somehow Miss Laura gets yeeted at a 90-degree angle, like he's the best fucking billiards player in the universe with a gun. Which will never, things leaving There's a whole entire every frame of painting on things leaving the frame in a weird angle is funny, and that is just
is top tier. Leaving at a weird angle. Your comment of it's like someone being like yoinked off stage with a shepherd's crook.
It's just
yoink.
It's like fucking was it a night at the Apollo? Just like
yeah. I don't have a good way to link these two, but I feel bad for like the lawyer in Jurassic Park. It's really funny.
I know he's a lawyer, and fuck him, but also,
that poor dude is trying to hide in a bathroom.
I just love the line that goes with it, though, of the like, I guess when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Oh, I don't know. There's just something very funny about some poor bastard. Just as the walls literally fall around him. And so the only thing remaining of this place is the toilet and him sitting on it. And he is face to face with a T-Rex. Just panicking, literally shitting himself.
So this one is one of my favorites of all time. When we were making this list, I had to look it up to get the name of the movie right, because all I remembered is Clive Owen with a fucking carrot. But the beginning of Shoot 'Em Up and the whole movie is just awesome absurdity. The first kill that takes place in the movie is Clive Owen. I think he's chilling in his car, or I think maybe he's a cab driver or something. I don't know. It does not matter at all. Mm-hmm. And he sees this lady being chased by some man that does not wish her well. Follows up and intervenes while chomping on a huge fucking sword of a carrot, and just rocks up, gets in front of the guy, puts it in his mouth, and then just like palms it home through the back of his head, and informs this now corpse of a man that he should eat his vegetables.
So dumb.
So fucking awesome.
Hi, I've been joined for my last two as Uso's in my face. I love that Bill Murray got a bit in Zombieland. And the way he dies is just so stupid.
Again, doesn't die though, right? I think he's back in the, if you see the second one, I believe he's alive.
Oh, what?
I think. Or maybe it's a flashback. I don't know. He's in the second one. I don't remember if it's a flashback or if he's alive. Anyway, continue.
I'm just assume I haven't seen the second one.
It's fine.
Anyway, they throw him a funeral. My bad. But just him getting shotgunned in the chest for playing a practical joke. Because it's such a hardwired response that zombie, kill it. It just gets worked. And the really slow death and like prolonged as hell death breath, like dying breath. Thank you. And then complemented by them like throwing him off the roof in funeral and the little like 21 gun salute. Followed by anybody want some Purell? Oh god, yes. What's your last entry?
I can't decide. Let me know, those of you at home, my co-pilot, let me know which one of these you think is the best one. So from Monty Python and the Search of the Holy Grail, I've got a 3-way tie. Actually, a 4-way tie? I don't know which of the following I love the most. The 3 questions at the bridge that result in, what is the capital of Assyria? I don't know that. Ah! Or the bring out your dead, where they then just kill a guy because to make it easier, I'm getting better. I want to walk. I feel happy. Bam. The animator having a stroke where it just cuts to Terry Gilliam, who then in like quick ramped up
just accelerated footage.
Just or, and probably this one's the last one, is when he tells one of the random knights at the end go kill that one lamb stew coming up, and this clearly on like a zip line, this rabbit dog goes and just kills the dude.
Run away!
Yeah. And then they ate all of Robin's minstrels, so there was much rejoicing.
Yay!
I don't know which is the best, but they are all favorites.
I don't know. I feel happy. Wham!
The look over the shoulder to make nobody's watching.
Who's gonna kill anyone looking? No. Bam.
Yes. Yes.
My last entry, I will be pulling the iocane powder scene from Princess Bride because
Not
it's
the
just
lidocaine powder scene.
Swear to Christ. Just the over the top game of mental gymnastics from Bassini. You truly have a dizzying influence. Just wait till I get going.
Where was I?
What was it?
Australia. Then for it to end in like a look away gag is fucking awesome.
Never mess with the Sicilian when death is on the line. Boom.
I just love the end where it just reveals he's like, yeah, I just have like I have a superpower.
I've been building up a beauty iocane powder. I poisoned both cups.
Yeah, I cheated. It's kind of awesome.
Guy's just doomed from the start.
Yeah.
Like,
guy was just playing with a loaded deck the whole time, so he's just like, yeah, of course I was, chilling.
Completely unfazed.
Well, as we wrap this list up, reach out to us on Bluesky, on Gmail at superprosbros@gmail.com. Let us know if we missed any of your favorites, if one of these was your favorites, any of the above. And away to the ad break.
Do you often find yourself having to deal with the comedic carnage of a grisly accidental death?
Happens more often than you think.
I mean, regular cleaners here, body in a wood chipper, and start pointing fingers everywhere.
As if you want that mess.
But we here at the crazy cleanup crew get it. Life is messy. Sometimes someone slips on a well-waxed floor and falls into that wood chipper that was placed just under your balcony.
Still less of a mess than that guy who got hit by the runaway piano. Fucking meat, pancake, extra syrup.
We understand that sometimes life is funny in the grossest way. And when you don't want to clean up the brain from your carpet, you call us.
We'll get it taken care of. And don't worry.
Because we've seen weirder. And that's a guarantee.
Hey, there you are. Welcome back. Was that ad read cool or what? Let me tell you, our sponsors love it.
They're crazy for it.
Best part is they don't understand why we find that funny.
No idea, no context
and
for that.
You never will. So quickly, take it away before they do wonder what we're talking about with the next page of our Exquisite Corpse experience.
Starting one sentence back. Jason looked up to see a man wearing what he hoped was high fashion, pointed at the remaining flakes of his bear claw. No, I guess I wasn't planning to lick the plate clean. As the eccentric lunatic took the plate, Jason found himself stepping outside, knowing he'd come back when the bakery wasn't as busy if he really was determined to hit on that barista. But as he stepped outside, he felt a strange electricity to the air. Glancing up, there were storm clouds gathering at an outrageously accelerated pace, despite the fact that it was supposed to be sunny all day today. A wind ripped down the street, and Jason looked around seeing people scrambling, losing hats, or raising an arm at the abrupt, turbulent wind that was buffing them. But it still gnawed at him. Why? He felt a strange pull in his psyche and saw the man with the emerald green blazer and strangely pointed hat who had asked for his bear claw crumbs only moments ago. While most people looked confused by the rapid onset of the storm, he seemed petrified. Do you know what's happening here? Jason asked innocently. The man took a step back, looking at Jason. It's all because of you. You were never supposed to leave your office. You were supposed to be a constant. Jason physically recoiled, a mixture of offended and confused. What? The hell does that even mean? Everything has a cause, a reason. I was drawn here. I didn't know why, but now I see you clearly. Now I see you cause this. I'm just some idiot who worked in an advertising office. That's all they wanted you to be. You weren't supposed to be this.
Bam, bam. Tune in next week for the exciting following page. So, something you should tune into if you haven't already. Somehow, after all these years, is Mantipathan and the Holy Grail. Realizing that we have made reference on it multiple times, but it's never been the recommendation. And you know what? If I have time, I'm going to watch it later today. Because holy crap, movie's a banger. Holds up. Also, I just love the fun fact that it was so cheaply made. That's why all of them play so many different parts. That's why they use the coconuts instead of real horses. That's like, all of these things are out of necessity, which makes it even funnier, which just, it brings me joy. And the fact that the movie was sponsored by a bunch of musicians out of love for the arts and tax write-offs. Like Pink Floyd, The Who, Rolling Stone, like a bunch of... The reason that movie and The Life of Brian were made / funded was because they had friends that were musicians, had a lot of money, loved them, wanted them to make their shit, but also were like, I can also just write this off. So they gave them, like, that's how they funded that movie. Then Life of Brian, it's some famous singer or musician funded it because he's like, yeah, I wanted, like, one of the, I think it was like Terry Gilliam or somebody was just like hanging out with Rockstar Friend because we're both famous. And he's like, yeah, we're having trouble making this movie. Nobody wants to kind of like make fun of the church and put money behind it. And he's like, I fucking will. I read the script. It looks great. I'd love to see it. And so he basically paid for like over half the movie so that basically he could see it in theaters.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's like, it's fucking, it's fucking awesome. But yeah, definitely go check it out if somehow you have gotten this far in your life and not seen it. All-time classic. Still holds up today.
For a reason. I know I've talked about it. I think we talked about it last week. But I finally started watching Mr. Robot since I no longer have someone who will stop me from continuing to watch it. Suck it.
Every time somebody says it like that, I'm just reminded of the Daniel Tosh bit of that he recommends peppering and suck it to business board meetings. Did that guy just say suck it? It's a real go-getter.
So I actually just finished like season 2 today, like this morning.
You just got crazy far away from your microphone.
Yeah, I leaned back in my chair pretty hard. I got too relaxed in my board meeting. But yeah, I finished season 2 finally. It took several attempts, but I think it's great. I think like the like cinematography is really good. The camera work is really good. Rami Malek is so uncomfortably awkward. It's great. The show is really well done. I think it's great. And like, I'm pretty excited to watch season 3 and 4 since it has like a definite conclusion. Mm-hmm. So sweet. I'm excited to see it all the way through.
Well, I have been listening to a lot of, while I haven't seen a new movie, Monty Python and the Holy Grail is an old classic standby. I have been listening to a lot of new music, and I have 2 songs for you, partially because the first one is short, and I would not recommend anything else in their discography. Long Cool Woman, which is a covering by Moonlight, is really, really cool. It's also like a minute and a half, and it fucking scoots. It's a great, like, if I could listen to that on repeat and drive either in a video game or on an empty highway, I would do that all the time. It just makes me want to boogie. That being said, listen to a bunch of the rest of their stuff the other day. It's all really short, all covers, and it feels very much like they are doing it via like AI modulation, because it feels like the same thing over and over, and it doesn't hit as well with any other song as well as it did with Long Cool Woman to me. Maybe you guys disagree. I don't know. I only like that one. That being said, song that I also really like is actually like the length of a real song, and I haven't checked out their discography of whether it's good or not, is Don't Forget Your Gun by Land of Valen. fucking, it's like kind of cool, like soft rock meets like indie folk. It's got a really good buzz to it. Big fan. And again, just makes me want to boogie. So if you're looking to drive quickly on a highway, apparently listen to those two songs. Might be telling you what I've been up to lately. All right, coming in as a close, as we always do. What are we quipping off to this week, my Bruskinkowski?
I mentioned someone stepping out of mine because we are doing some Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, baby. All right, let me put on the 2-minute counter. Timer. All right. Ready? Campman, do 3, 2, 1, hit it.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face.
I don't know what kind of pan-Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull here, but Asia, Jack, is my territory. So whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm going to have to head down there, and I will rain down an ungodly fucking firestorm upon you. You're going to have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I'm talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up.
I wasn't going to do the whole rant, and I'm sad I didn't.
Somebody find out who that was.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
Man, I don't drop character until I'm done with a DVD commentary.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Suck my unit.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Huh? Peekaboo! I see you!
Cover me, you limp dick fuck-ups.
It's Viet Cong. There's no S. It's already plural. You wouldn't say Chinese's.
I just know the sound it makes when it lies.
I killed one, Rick. The thing I love most in the world. A hooker. All right, you killed a hooker. Calm down. Here's what you got to do. Get your hands on some bleach, some hydrogen peroxide, and a shitload of lime.
Mother Nature just pissed her pantsuit.
Big ass titties.
Literally 98%. Behold, God's mistake.
Survive.
I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. You're a dude who don't know what dude he is.
Great. Let me get this down. 100 million. Oh, wait. I got a better idea. Instead of 100 million, how about I send you a hobo's dick cheese? Then you kill him. Do your thing. Skin the fucking bastard. Go to town, man. In the meantime, as usual, go fuck yourself. We do not negotiate with terrorists.
I don't actually need to pee. I just need to talk to you.
And with that great line, that's our episode. So thank you for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this, please feel free to
like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe.
But don't forget, new episodes of Super Pros Bros come out the first and third Saturday of every month. Bye.